everybody. Welcome back to another video. My name is Kat, known as phamerina.planning here on YouTube and on Instagram. And today's video, I guess, is technically considered a Bujo with me. It would be episode 8. I'll flash it up, whatever episode number it is. But in my like Kanban and in my like notes, I've been calling it 2024 reflections. I'm a little more based on the kind of planner side. So for some context, I don't normally do like yearly reflections, mostly because I don't really like I don't change my bullet journal from year to year. 2024 hits, if I'm still in the same notebook, that's what I do. I don't necessarily feel the need to um, change it up just because the year has moved on. So like I don't really I don't get a fresh start in a sense. So I don't really have a closing. But since I kind of took a delve into like the social media side of this whole thing, I decided maybe I should do at least some reflections to look back on. Um, years down the line about, where my journey in memory planning and in YouTube and Instagrams and TikToks and all that fun stuff, where that all kind of started, how it evolved, and kind of where it went. So that's kind of like the context, which is kind of why I don't really consider it a Bujo with me, because I'm not, yes, I am setting up a bullet journal spread, but I don't really, this isn't a spread I typically do. So what I'm doing, what I'm doing is I'm using this journaling kit from BlissfulJaydeDesigns, who I do PR for. I'm part of her winter PR team, so this kit is currently in the shop, I believe. Again, I'll flash it up if it's not. And you can use my code CAT15 to save when there's no sales running, and you can always put my notes. How many times am I going to do that? My name in the notes to seller to get my freebie, which is geared a little bit more towards memory planning. Blissful Jade Designs. Liz, she is known for her custom scripts in the kind of pretty planning world. So my freebie is a little bit centered on the custom scripts and the brain and the like color swatches. That's what I have. I'll show it in the it'll pop up. Let me think. So that is that. So what I'm doing is I'm actually creating a series of cutouts so that once I actually cut the paper out around the stickers, it's gonna have like dimension. You'll see it towards the end. I do this over a couple of sessions because at after the first session I was like, it kind of looked weird at the bottom page. You'll see. But I really liked, so when I first got this kit, let me back up a little bit. When I first got this kit, it gave me two kind of themes or vibes. It gave me Halloween, like glamorous Halloween, and the other like vibe it gave me was like glamorous New Year's. So I decided, I used it for one spread in October, but I still had a ton of these stickers left. So let's make a journaling spread for my 2024 reflections. And I wanted to kind of challenge myself a little bit and do something crazy. Like I've been doing Dutch doors and like fun Dutch doors, waterfall tabs, all that jazz. So let's try like a series of cutouts that have individual panels and they come together to create a cohesive panel. And what's fun with that is that you can like hide certain things so that when you flip the page, it looks completely different. So the thing with that is that you have to kind of really be very intentional about where you put things. You have to spend a lot of time flipping pages back and forth. So it's not like something, well, yes, it is something you could sit and do, but you can't sit it and do it in 5 minutes. It does take a while unless you're like really good at like seeing things and like knowing exactly where to put them. I'm not one of those people. So that is the vision. I paired it with hollow foil because one, hollow is a magical color and it's my favorite foil. But I also had these hollow fireworks from the Paper Trail Plans bonfire release that I was like, let me just use them because I can. And then I had a bunch of hollow celestial elements from various places. So again, I was like, why not use them? Because I can. And hollow is my favorite foil color. I'm gonna do it. So that's kind of what's going on. This did take me several days to do. I don't know if I'd do it again anytime soon. It is really pretty though. And I guess now I will fill the rest of the time with just I think I do give you a brief kind of history in a different bujo with me on like my planner memory planner journey. But I think I wanted to gear this more towards like the influencer side. I hate using that word, but that part of the internet or of this journey that I've been on. Because let me back up a little bit is right right around like 20, I want to say it was like 2018, really 2018, 2019 was kind of where bullet journal YouTubers really started to take off. Big name is Amanda Rachley. Like she's one of the OG bullet journal YouTubers. I don't even know if she does any content right now. Um, but I remember that and I was thinking, to be very honest, the bullet journalers who have a large following on Instagram are the ones who also have a YouTube. So I did think about it for a little while about starting a YouTube channel for my bullet journal, but the problem with that is that I bullet journal on the go. If I have like 5 minutes to sit down and draw on some lines, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna wait till I get, my camera set up and my lights and all that to do it unless uh, I'm unless it's for a bujo with me, which is the only time I do that. So that's why you only get like maybe one or two bujo with me is once a month. And maybe, depending on how busy I am, you might not get one. But my goal is once a month. Um so I did have aspirations way back when Amanda Rachley was taking off and Jashi Corin and Mark Your Page as well. Back then he was Men Who Bullet Journal, I believe, and Plant-Based Bride. Like when they started rising, I was like, maybe I just should just go ahead and start one of these, but I didn't. um and then motherhood happened and I wanted to document my memories in a pretty way, right? In a pretty way. Talked about this before, stickers, pretty, all that jazz. So I started in 2024 this year, and I remember creeping I was creeping around the internet, creeping around the YouTuber sides, because big names for me from what I knew, Shantae was one, gathered, but and I hold on, let me back up. Shantae, big name, she was still doing content at the time. Lydia Plans, who's now like recently starting to do content again. I had heard of the name Rachel, gathered plans, Rachel gathered plans. um and I think I was watching Mariah at the time too. So those were kind of like bigger names that I was watching. And I remember I remember Christine, I'm gonna be very brutally honest here. Um Christine, it's just Christine here. And she seemed like a smaller channel at the time. How do I say this politely? Don't anyone get mad at me. But I am not saying that people are being fake or insincere, but I feel like once you get past this is more gear. I'm making this comment more towards the bullet journaling side, realistically. I feel like once you reach a certain follower count, a certain level of success, your content kind of changes. It gets geared towards certain things. Like you realize this kind of video gets you high views, high likes, so you kind of start to center your content around that. Whereas, and I'm not saying that anyone in the memory planning community was doing it, but I think what I'm trying to say is that um people like Tay and Rachel and Mariah, they had kind of started or they were adapting certain trends and you could see them. And again, this is not a bad thing. This is just a thing. And those trends were what was gaining a little bit of traction. And I'm not saying it's because like that's why they were doing it. Like those were definitely part of their planning style. Christine, she seemed to be kind of in her own like lane, I guess is how I want to say that. Um, and in my head, she seemed more approachable. She seemed more down to earth. Um, so I was really watching a lot of Christine's videos at the time because it was like she wasn't using a gratuitous amount of stickers. She wasn't using a gratuitous amount of foil. And again, like I am that person now. So don't think I'm judging anybody. I am that person now. I use a lot of stickers, a lot of deco, a lot of foil. Um, but as someone who's starting out, seeing all that was kind of scary. So to see Christine and kind of her kind of streamlined, minimal way of planning, it was much more approachable. So I was watching a lot of Christine's content at that time. Um, and like she's one of the biggest reasons I decided to go ahead and start a YouTube channel because I did want to share like my planning spreads and my process with people and hopefully inspire some other people to join this community. And so I I decided to like first I think I remember I did like a kit lineup, which I think Christine's one of the other people in this vein of memory planning to do it that I could think of. Um and then I did like a couple hauls, and then I made a decision that May, April showers bring May flat. May was going to be my first plan with me, and I published that. I want to say it was like in June. I don't exactly remember, to be honest with you. Because my videos are about like a month or so after like the week has happened, and that's intentional because like I not that anyone's gonna like find me and put together pieces based on what I'm doing, but I just want to have that little bit of a gap. One, time; two, just for my own sanity of like letting that time pass. Um so I made the decision in June, I think. It was definitely before Father's Day, to post a plan with me. And I know I was doing a little bit of like Instagram posting at the time. Um, but I will say that once you start a YouTube channel, you get a little more traction. Like Instagram usually follows. Because like I wasn't, not that I was doing badly, and not that numbers count, but I think once YouTube became a thing, it started to go up from there. So, um, I remember, so June, I post my first plan with me, something like that, and it's like in June. And then I remember, I remember someone posting about like a PR application for Dash of Sun, and I was like, this was sometime after I bought the glow kit from Chelsea. And because I fell in love with that kit. I fell in love with that kit. So I decided to just throw my hat into the ring because like I was doing okay on Instagrams, and like I had like I think maybe like 100 followers at the time. Maybe I was starting to head towards there. And I had like started building relationships with certain people on YouTube who don't have accounts in other social media. Um, so like my videos and my content is their kind of way to get some insight into shops and whatnot. So I threw my hat into the ring, and I remember the fateful day. It was driving home through the construction site, and I see that I was added to a group chat, and I was like, huh, it's kind of weird. And then I saw that it was the Dash of Sun PR team, and I was like, you wait, no, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. I am like super young into this community, like maybe 7 months or so, and you're asking, or you're telling me that I have been selected to represent your shop. What have I done to 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 be someone to do that? I think around that time was also when I started getting my kind of layering, and my decorative style was starting to take a little bit more place. Like I've started to kind of develop my own identity at that point in time. So I think I've never asked Chelsea explicitly why she decided to pick me to be part of her team, and I'm not gonna. Chelsea, if you want to tell me, but you don't have to. Um, but I'm like forever grateful for that moment, because after that, like, you designed your first. Actually, let me back up a little bit. After that, I was like, you know what? We're gonna make my first planner friend, and Christine, you're gonna be it. um, so I like reach out to Christine, and I'm like, hey, like, I just want to let you know, one, congrats, because she wasn't on any PR teams at the time, which I was a little surprised about. I was like, congrats on getting on the PR team. Like, even if I wasn't on the PR team, I would have reached out and been like, congrats, Christine, because I've been following you, and I want you to know that I'm excited for you. And then, like this friendship started from there, and like I'm like, I don't know, she my best friend. Like, I don't have a lot of best friends in real life. That's really sad, but um it's hard making friends as an adult. It's hard, especially a mom. It's hard making friends as an adult. um but like, this friendship developed from that happy circumstance. Regardless, I think it would, I would have definitely reached out regardless of whether I was on the PR team or not. But like I said, I mean, like, eternally grateful that Chelsea decided to pick me and have me represent her shop, and that she listens to all of my crazy, wacky ideas. um, and like, you know, I've got some crazy out there ideas sometimes. But I am so fortunate to represent her. And then, I hit the 100 milestone on YouTube. I don't even know how many subscribers or like followers I have on Instagram, because it's not about the numbers, right? Then eventually hit 200, and I'm like, what is going on? How did 200 of you guys like listen to me jabber? Um, and then Blissful Jade Designs, like, I started seeing her pop up around, and I've been wanting some custom scripts. And like, again, she put out a rep team. I was like, let me, again, throw my hat into the ring, because I really do love her stuff. Her scripts are great, and I bought a couple of her journals, one of which I am using. Um, and again, I was like, what did I do to be selected to represent your shop on your first PR team? Again, eternally grateful. I know it's like there's terms, but like, to be like one of the first, like, thank you, thank you. And like, all of that in the span of like not even a year, which is kind of nuts to me. Like, the fact that, my style has gone from like very minimal to now, like, I need all of the deco and all of the foil and all of the watercolor washes, and like, I'm pulling back the clear backing of the washi paper to create scenes, because like I have commitment issues. And like, I'm like, where, all this started because I don't even know where. Probably Tay. I'm gonna blame Tay if Shantae plans for somehow getting me here. Um but like, I've made several friends on the Instagram and the YouTubes that we chat with every once in a while. I'm part of two PR teams that we talk about, we talk every once in a while. Like, I talk to Christine every day. Um like, I've discovered a few shops that I really love, and I've made friends through our mutual love of the shops. Like, I guess to say, I know we'll be wrapping up really soon. I guess to say that, um this is gonna make me sound like a loser. I didn't really have a lot of friends. I'm a very introverted person. I hold a lot of things close to my chest. So for me to have even just like a person I talk to every day that isn't my husband, like, it's kind of nuts to me, to be very honest with you. And then to have a group of people that I can like throw ideas off of, and just things like that. I'm like, 2023 cat probably wouldn't have imagined that this was happening. 2023 cat would not have opened a YouTube channel. 2023 cat wouldn't spend all of this money on stickers and have to spend hours organizing it. So I'm excited to see what 2025 cat is gonna do. Right now she's behind on kit selection and all of that stuff, because holidays. But I just, like, I'm so grateful for this community is what I'm trying to say, and all of the friends I've made, and all of the people that like, just submit simple comments or even just make a simple comment. Like, I know we're not, like, that tight, but, like, even to just have, somebody out there who is, like, interested in what I'm doing and how I'm laying my sticker down. Like, to me, honestly, I'm like, "Who's interested in this?" But then I remember I'm the one that's interested in this, so I can't really make any statements on that. But, I'm excited to see where 2025 is gonna take me and this memory planner community because I'm still gonna be doing this type of style. I know some people are not moving on. Their planning styles have changed. They might be doing more journaling, um, maybe even bullet journaling, but I know for me, I'm still gonna be strictly kind of in this weekly planner, pretty planning vein for at least a while. And I'm curious as to see, if my planning style, it could go one of two ways right now. It could go like super detailed, all of the stickers anywhere, everywhere, kind of like what Jess's was doing. Or it could go like we could pare it all the way back down. Boxes, minimal. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it could happen. It could happen. My life could get so crazy that I still want to do this hobby, but need to do it in different ways. But yeah, this is like a really a video for me to like just talk, and to for me to like kind of reflect on what happened in 2024. Because honestly, I wouldn't have thought I would be here with like 250 subscribers. Like, what? How did 250 of you want to listen to me? I'm appreciative of it. Don't get me wrong. I love y'all. I am so happy you are all here. Um, but I'm excited to see what the new year has in store. Even though I don't really subscribe to the fact that, I don't really think that, the new year means that new thing like that, like, it's to me it's not really a fresh start, it's more of a continuation, but, like, 2025 it's a new number. It's a new number. So I'm going to stop yammering cuz now I'm just talking. Um, and we'll end the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've listened this long, thank you. Like, genuinely, I'm just talking at this point. Um, and if you enjoyed the video, I hope you would give it a like. Leave a comment with any of your thoughts, any of your New Year's resolutions, or what you're looking forward to in 2025. Because like, you know, I mean, I already have a planner stack video, so I don't need to go into that. Let me finish my ending spiel here. And I would love it if you joined my channel by subscribing. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.